Because I'm live. Love notification doesn't really say anything. It's just, yep, you're live. Alright, good. Anyway, welcome back. Good evening. We're gonna try a game I have actually never played. The Ultima series is pretty classic at this point. Richard Garriott's series has been around since I don't even know how long they've been going on now. I mean, he made the first one so long ago for pretty basic computers. And it went all the way to Ultima 9 before that kind of railroaded there. Not sure how much familiar with gaming history, but Ultima 9 was kind of like it was supposed to be the big step into 3D, and it just kind of tanked. They had a lot of bugs and problems. So anyway, I didn't play any of the Ultima games until Ultima Online. Played that one quite a bit, actually. Me and a friend were playing that. I mentioned it before. So that was a lot of fun, but it was different. And I think, based on looking at the graphics here, we're going to play Ultima 8. And I've heard now from other people on the internet, which are trustworthy people, right? Have said this is kind of like a Ultima installment of the series. So we'll see, I guess. Maybe I picked the wrong game to start with. I do have a small confession to make that we have the box here. Cool, right? It looks nice. It's pagan. Very sacrilegious. Good evening, welcome back, Osmodius. So I am going to cheat because this actually is missing the floppies. This is the floppy version. We have everything else, but I also have the collection version on CD-ROM. So we're going to install from that. It's going to be the same experience, right? So this is installing from CD-ROM. So I want to try an RPG tonight. I haven't played or streamed RPGs, and especially ones like this that are going to be very text-heavy, so hopefully you like me blathering on. As usual. But we're going to go ahead and install this and get it rolling. But so I'm going to use the Ultima Collection CD to install it. Since the other box, unfortunately, I realized too late. And that's kind of what happens when you buy bulk of these collections. And I think I bought this box from a gentleman here in town who he had collected a whole bunch of stuff. And he was just getting rid of it, moving to another state to become a doctor, I think. He said, well, I collected everything I want and I'm kind of done with it. Reading between the lines sounded like he was just trying to kind of restart his life and go live with his significant other. So anyway, he was just fire sailing stuff. I bought a whole bunch of stuff from him, and I could have bought him more. Like, I'm kicking myself now. He had an Amiga 1200 for, like, you know, kitted out for like 120 or something like that. But I'm like, well, I bought a C64 from him. I bought a complete box, actually, and I bought a IBM XT clone. And a Tandy 1000 complete SL, and then probably 15 big box games, and he gave me for like $1 a piece or something like that. And just I'd already spent so much at that point, I didn't want to spend any more. But I mean, he was just fire selling stuff to get rid of it. So anyway, that's how I got this box, and I never played it. And then I decided to look in the box now for this game, or for the evening, and unfortunately, it's got a really cool manual clue book. Probably not a good sign how hard this game is going to be. Something that they often did with these games was a cloth map of the world. They don't do this anymore. But that was kind of a thing with the Ultima series, I think. They often put in cloth maps and pack-ins and stuff like that. And it's got installation guide and a bit of upcoming stuff. So it's a lot of fortune is missing the floppy. So I guess if nothing else, I can actually copy that floppy and make floppies and put in here. So they actually have a CD-ROM exchange upgrade policy, so you can actually upgrade to the CD-ROM version. But we're going to cheat, so we're going to install it from the Ultima Collection. So we're going to run this on the HP Vectra 486 this time, which is a desktop machine. That is our 486 66 megahertz DX2, probably the quintessential 486 experience. Should have a sound master card and everything, and I am drinking the manliest of manly beverages tonight. It's decaffeinated tea, so be a cower in front of my manliness. You know, you're a little tired after being out and lumberjacking all day or whatever heck manly men do. So there we go. All right, let's Ultima 8, and there is a install. We'll run that. And let's switch over to camera 2. There we go. Alright, change source path, and we know that. Change destination path. We need a do the Ultima VIII is fine. Sound card. We have a Sound Blaster. I think we have a Sound Blaster 16 in this guy. So this is a Vectra VE. Let me do this number. Sorry for the camera shake now. I'm gonna move the camera so you can actually. There you go. So we have a HP Vectra VE desktop edition here. So that's what we're playing on today. I gotta figure out a second camera so I can do this easier. Camera work is grueling work. There we go. I'm still in frame. All right. Pretty sure it was Sound Blaster 16 in here. 225 1. Pretty sure. Sound Blaster 220 and install. Oh, maybe. Yep. Internal error. Oh, neat. So maybe we'll copy the installation to. Let's see. Oh, do I have enough space? Yeah, it's 55 meg. What did it say? I don't remember now. Memory available, required hard drive space 0. Oh yeah. So let's do this. Make dir u8 inst cd. Yeah. 8 inst. Yeah, I kind of missed the horizontal. I kind of had a setup here where I had the desktop under the monitor and stuff, and it works, but it's a little easier under the desk out of the way. But I do miss. There's something very unique in the 90s with a desktop computer with a CRT on top of it. So I messed up with the setup a little bit because I have a 19-inch CRT here sitting on with the regular foot, but it would be nice to have the outer monitor or the outer computer under it. So which I did in the past. All right, so we're gonna copy the Ultima 8 star. There we go. I was copying everything. The ARJ. If you guys messed around with DOS in the 90s, was a archiving utility, so that's what they're using here. So let's try and install it again. Now it sees my hard drive, so that's good. We're going to change the destination path to Ultima 8. Go to Sound Blaster 16, 225 1. Sound Blaster 220, and install now. Internal error. Oh, that's great. This is going very well. Does this have U8? This is a good start here. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of Vectras. I just have the one, and this is a machine I got that I've been in the field of IT for a long time. A lot of people like, oh, Rick wants that stuff, right? Yeah, I give it to him. So then I got this one I got from an old job at the time. They were just clearing out a storeroom, like so many of us apparently got stuff that way. Let's try this then. I'm just going to install directly in the same directory. See if this lets us. Nope. The problem is I can't. Okay, so it did keep the configuration, so maybe we can just run it now. Load program failed. This is a good start. So it's expecting. Huh. Main U8 exe. So. Fatal error code. That's awesome. Demo? Nope. This is going great. I wonder, I'm gonna check if this, I kind of pretty sure this is still, I'm pretty sure this is not abandonware anymore, but I'm gonna check real quick. Never know. search for it, see if we can find installation files for it otherwise. But you have to pay for these though. Free, Ultima 7, Ultima 8. Yeah, I have to buy it from GOG. Figured as much. Alright, let's try a few more things. Try to think now. We can... I can Google it too, but what I can do is, it looks like it really wants that directory. The Ultima 8, so... something in here. And maybe we should actually consult the, yeah, there's that part of retro computing. It's part of the experience, right, too? Because I don't remember many times I bought a game or something, and then you spent, like, so long trying to get everything working. So, let's see. There is a Windows 95 installed version of this, too, I think. Let's see, does that actually work in... Let's see, to play Windows, only Ultima 1 to 6 and Akabalith run through Windows 95. Ultima 7 and Ultima 8 do not run through Windows 95 or 98, so that's been installed here. Boy, that's a lot of story, so... I feel like Lord British went all in on the story, and Lord British will be Richard Garriott, the creator of the Ultima series. He went pretty hardcore into the... this is all about the... spells. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a patch. Arguments incorrect. Check patch parameters. So why don't we try? It really looks like it wants that. Like it wants that same folder. So let's try install again. Oh, internal error. Install.c. Recent sound. Well, that could be the problem then. So maybe it doesn't like the oops, that's not what I wanted. Sound Blaster 225.1. Is it really just bombing out on the... and I can't remember what the configuration is. Yeah, it actually could run on the Mister. Yeah, it actually could. I could switch over to that if all else fails. The problem then is getting the installation files to it, basically. But yes, the Mister does have enough horsepower for that, and it would be equivalent to this machine, basically. I don't think it has the coprocessor or the DX2 stuff, basically. So it would be like an SX66 or SX90. Let's see what our... whoops, that's not a file. That's not in here, is it? It's in the AutoExec BAT. So yeah, 225.1. So that is our Sound Blaster 16. And it's literally Sound Blaster 16, so... So what happens if I install it without sound at all? Of course, we don't want that, but I'm just curious. Nope. Internal error. Sound A16 is missing a DLL. Is there anything else that you need? Oh, there's even more stuff here. Well, that would be a problem. So there's multiple folders here. I can't remember what the copy tree structure was, but we probably need all this good stuff. That's just an empty folder, okay. Alright, we're doing this the hard way. So that's an empty folder, GameDat. I don't know how many times I messed around with this kind of stuff too. Aha! So we need sound. Make dir sound. Copy D. Is it Ultima 8 sound? Oops, we need to go into director first. Fun. Sound. Copy D. Ultima 8 sound. And I'm taking the long way around. There is a way to do this. you know, automatically copy the entire directory structure, but I can't remember now. Feel bad for not remembering it, but you do this one frequently. And I could go into Windows and do this too, it might be quicker. Let's see, so that's sound. Then we have static. This is great. Hey, right, as Ultima a troubleshooting, so again, I strive for the authentic 90s experience, and you got it. I guess he was just missing the file set and it was trying to copy. I wonder... Check this quick. Let's see, recursively copy. I don't think I have Xcopy on here. We'll just do it the hard way, because I like the hard way. So that's static. Did we do GameDAT? Yeah, GameDAT was empty. I think that's it. Oh. So we have GameDAT sound and static. So let's look again. GameDAT save game. Well, it looks like they literally just copied the installation, like, straight up onto the CD. Like, they took the installation off a hard drive and just copied it to the CD or something. That's almost what it looks like. So CD, and then make dir, save game, CD, save game, copy, D, Ultima 8, save game, start.star. And the start.star thing is copying all the files, obviously. That's the kicker here. So now, if we try install, and we change the sound to Sound Blaster Pro to 25.1, music, Sound Blaster 220, install. Aha! Ultima, or it's U8. Apparently, the files are needed to run the game. What a crap game. We'll see if it actually launches now, I guess, but... I do think I had a hard drive. I did, but it froze up. Nope, there it is. So this game, I believe, recommends 50 for for best performance. So we're certainly over that, but you know, not a ton. Yeah. So recommended or minimum is 4633, 4 megs of RAM, DOS 5, 25 megs of free hard drive space. Huzzah! 256 color VGA, general MIDI, blah blah. Sound Blaster, and optimal performance 4650 or faster, 8 megs of RAM. I think this is 60, so.
You have been a thorn in my side for far too long.
Yeah, 700 was pretty amazing. I might have Gateway. Yeah, Gateway Essential 900, I believe, or yeah, 900. Sitting in the furnace room here, or the storage room behind me.
As the fallen idol of a pathetic ideal.
Almost a Wilhelm scream there.
I banish you to the world of pagan.
Oh no, he sent me into pagan. The biggest thing that strikes me with this game, again, I mentioned earlier, but if I show here, we'll get into the game obviously, but the screenshots, it looks to me a lot like Ultima Online, like a lot, graphically. So I don't know if the Ultima Online was based on this engine. I would assume it was. Oh my goodness, there's like, here's the runic alphabet. They went, give thy name. Name giveth. I have no idea how to play this game, never played it ever, just seen screenshots, so we'll see. At least we got it installed and running, so that's pretty good. Boy, these loading times are not kind, and it's not, I mean, It's running from hard drive, but the hard drive light is not on. It was just that slow. The original Ultima, like, you know, the first and second and stuff, was Lord British, or Richard Garriott, basically coded it himself, I think. It was like Apple IIe and C64 and that generation. I think that the requirements for the first ones are probably... Oh, nice. Copper protection answers. That's good to know. A lot of those older games. Guess it's doing something. Reinstallation procedure. You should run scan disk and defrag. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Using MS-DOS. Got a memory. The game launched, obviously. Ooh, we can print the readme. Copy readme.txt/prn. We'll print it from DOS. Yeah, I think that so Ultima Online was one of those games that had, like, I mean, 7 or 8 expansion packs, right? And the second Age is the one I played, which was kind of like a relaunch of the game, if you will. I don't think that one... It was a later version that used the full 3D polygon models. And it lost a little bit of the character. And it was kind of the old school, you know, MMO, right? Where you just lost everything you had progressed with, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, we're gonna do anything here. Real hardware, so I'm not sure why it's not gonna be nice. There's also kind of like a thing with Ultima games as being very buggy. So I'm going to see if there's a patch for this. So there's a fantastic website again called the Patch of Scrolls, which has a ton of Patch of Scroll games. That's pretty much my go-to place. So 7, there's patches for 8. Patch 2.12. Download that. Yeah, Third Age, maybe? Yeah, that is very... That's... Goodness. How many third installation of games in the 90s used a 3D moniker? It's just almost ridiculous. Alright, I think I do have the patch here. Now, we're going to grab that and see, because I have a feeling this is not going to play nice. So, let's see. Bear with me as I'm copying these files over here to my NAS. And let's see, Ultima 8. Alright, so I got the patch now on the NAS, so, yeah. Try some... Nope. And reboot. Took the reboot. So it has the editing or boot this. So I have a feeling we should probably just install the patch and call it good. Because, I mean, if you ever played Ultima 9, Ascension, I think that's called. It was one of the first. That was the real first full 3D Ultima game, and I have that as well. I'll try and stream that sometime too. I think I ran a demo one streaming session, but it had so many bugs and errors in it. It was insanity. And I played it unpatched. I managed to get quite a ways into when it came out. It was very slow, choppy game to play, very unoptimized. And someone else has mentioned today, I was talking about it, and they said it was the first one they tried to launch on consoles, I guess, so they have to do some concessions there, so. Later, Ted. I think it's really early or late for you again, so. Yeah, Ultima Online, I believe, is still going strong as far as I know, because like most of those MMOs just never die. I mean, heck, I used to play Dark Souls Camelot, and that's nostalgic for me now, right? It's still going. A lot of those games are, and it's just crazy. So we're going to go into Windows now, because we need to copy data from my NAS, and it is a lot easier from Windows than it is to do it in DOS, which you can. You can still do it in DOS, I just don't have it configured on this machine. So for those joining us late, including Ted here, who's late or early, whatever your take is, we are attempting to play Ultima VIII, and we have managed to install the game, but now it just crashes on launch. So I grabbed a patch for it. So we're going to copy the patch to the hard drive here, and then run from here. And the beverage of choice tonight is decaffeinated tea. Some hardcore. Helps when I talk a lot, and I can guarantee you when I'm streaming I'm going to talk a lot. That's just kind of what I do. Alright. We're in Windows, and again, if you haven't seen this particular machine, I'm running the Xerox TabWorks. It was my attempt to emulate or reproduce my first real 486 computer, which was a compact all-in-one that ran the this program manager on top of Windows. Yeah, who needs sleep? That's future me's problem, right? So, let's see. We are going to go into File Explorer. And so I actually have installed the Windows 95 TCP/IP stack, basically, on this guy. And it allows me to network connect to Samba shares. So now I just need to, these are the games. I need the updates. There we go. There's the Ultima 8 update folder. Huh. So we're going to this. Let's see. It's under File, Copy. We should probably make a directory first. So go to C drive. It's actually interesting how well I do have the box for Bob, but I don't actually have Bob itself. But unfortunately, it's well, I have the box, but I don't have the software itself. I got it almost like a bundle I bought from someone on like Facebook, from one of the groups I'm in. And unfortunately, the software wasn't included. It was actually kind of hard to find the software. It's actually pretty expensive. It's kind of a collector's item, so but the box is cool. So we're going to, let's just put it under the oh, we'll create a new folder. Let's see, create directory, U8 patch. Now we're going to go back to the NAS. Actually, it's pretty interesting that, so I created the connection here, and you know, it can, it reconnects really well. I mean, it's once I installed all the networking components, it just, I use this all the time now for copying files to this machine, and it's pretty crazy how well it works. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to drop that into C U8 patch. Oh, I was able to create it then. So copy C U8 patch. There we go. I was copying it. So I'll say, how's the fires going? I mean, obviously, all of us, I think, have read the news and everything, but it's just so surreal to see it. Compared to living through it, so hopefully you're staying safe. Alright, so now, U8 patch. So now we have the patch here. Readme first, let's read that. Readme.first. This patch patches the English version of Ultima 8 Pagan. To use the patch, simply type U8 patch, C Ultima 8, or whatever you name the subdirectory where you installed U8. Be sure to check out the U8 patch.txt file, which explains the changes made by the patch, and the fans.txt file, which is a letter from Lord British. Okay, so U8 patch C Ultima 8. Oops. U8 patch.exe Ultima 8. So this is not the English version? I mean, I would think it's the English version. There's some way to force it? Good grief. But they had the British, the German and French versions. So I'm pretty sure this is the English one, so I would think so. Good grief. We can try it one more time and see if it just happens to launch. Otherwise, we can try the other patches too, but the only other patches I found was the German and the French one, which I'm pretty sure this is not. So it runs just super slow. See how long we can get at it, otherwise I might try another Ultima game. I heard Ultima 7 is actually fairly good, so that one I also have the box version of, so maybe that will be our fallback. I can update the stream to be Ultima 8-1. Loading times is on because yeah, Settlers 2 is dangerous. My goodness, you just get sucked into that and then yeah, the hours are gone. So this is where it froze last time. It's the cursor game. Running on period correct hardware. So then if you would have bought this, now this is the collection, right? So this would have been, Windows 95 and 90 would have been out by then. That's what you go to gotten, so let's check the other patches. Yeah, it says language, all languages. I'm looking at the website that has the patch. We can try the German version. U8 patch G, that's zip, so I assume that's the German then. Let's check the troubleshooting guide on the manual, in the manual first, because there does have a troubleshooting section. So, page 17. Yeah, it's moving around just fine. So I don't know if it's very possible I did miscopy something over. The installation did complete successfully. I can check again. Let's see. Wow, the configuration is very, or the troubleshooting is very slim. It has Ultima 1 to 6 Akabaleth. The game crashes with a divide overflow error message. Try a run a command. Ultima 7 Serpent Isle, I get an error message. Run EMS. Serpent Isle, get an error message. Okay, take care of this memory. Not enough memory. It's just about memory, basically. So nothing that will help there. Yeah, all the other ones apparently will run in Windows 95 with the collection here, but this one will not, apparently. So we will check the assets one more time. I would have think that the patch would have applied here, which is kind of a bummer, because I was hoping that that was pretty much it for the patch, but then it was the wrong language version, so I'm not sure if there was a British specific one, but this is the US version. Yeah, we do take, like, when you buy a game today, you're not going to have installation problems, right? You buy a game on Steam, it's going to install. I mean, you might have some random driver problem or something, but the odds are very, very low, you know? It's just going to go ahead and work. So there is an installation guide in the guide for the original game here. And if you're joining late here, what's happening is I have the box for 7 here, but I don't have the installation media, which is why we're using the collection installation media, which is the problem. So let's see. So this is the starting game introductory walkthrough. There's the install guide. Memory requirements. Optimizing your system. Installation options. Make a backup of the floppy. Troubleshooting. U8 test will actually run an internal troubleshooting program. Let's try that. this is a DOS machine. It's a 4666 DX2. So very period correct, so. You can test files. Did it just launch the game, or did it run the test program, so. This is really, really slow. And I don't see a hard drive seek very much, so. Maybe a memory problem, I guess, but this machine is actually configured pretty well for quite a bit of memory, so. Okay, so test files. Like the files are there. This will tell us, I guess, if we missed any files. There's memory. Just really, really, really slow. I mean, it's not impossible that this hard drive is on its way out, too. This is the original hard drive. Aha! Look at that. There's a file missing. Nice call there. Use code. I didn't see that folder, so... So let's check that out. DOS. Rest avatar. You will need it. Let's check Ultima VIII again. The rest code... Use code? Wasn't that folder empty? No, it was not. I missed it. See, this is why we're working together to get this fixed, right? Oh boy. Copy D, Ultima, use code, star. Path not found. Oh, I forgot. And you can't use up. That is a very cool program there, but thank you for the tip again to check the folder, because that's a good idea. I have too many boxes here now. Let's try this. Alright, copy the Ultima 8 use code. Star. So that's good. Let's just run the U8 test again. I know it took a long time to load, but I kind of feel we should, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I was clicking around like crazy, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there's some way to get past that. The question is if it's like a code error, or if it's just an acid not loading, like you mentioned. If the installation would have worked as expected, this wouldn't have been a problem, right? But clearly it did not like installing from the drive or the CD. I have a feeling, it just really smells to me like they just forklifted it onto the disk to say, here's the collection, you know, versus probably if you run installer from Windows, with the older version it says that there's a Windows 95 installation program available for them. But in this case, excuse me, they did not. So it smells to me like they just took the installation and just dropped it on a disk and called it good, right? Which might explain why the patch failed too, so maybe we should try and run... Well, we'll try and run the game first and see if it works. If it works, then we're good. If not, we'll try the patch, because it might have been that was failing the patch too, so... It's just funny, because I remember too, as a kid, you know, you get your game, you come home and, like, you run into a memory problem or something like that, and you spend, like, hours fighting memory configuration. We're missing the use code folder. eusecode.flx failed. So the file is there. That's all we can do. So, well, I don't think we had that folder before. It was empty, so... game that, save game, sound static, use code. Yeah, well, try again. Yeah, you're right. Everyone's a beta tester. It's funny too, because I run into people that maybe didn't grow up in the DOS and the old era of doing this kind of stuff. And hard to say, I guess. They don't persevere as much. They kind of give up quicker and like just consult Google or something. But it's like, I remember when you were a kid and you couldn't Google this stuff. I mean, it was here. You maybe could ask a friend or a family member or someone who worked on this kind of stuff for some ideas. If you were lucky, you had internet and could look something up via modem, but You were stuck with what you had. I don't remember how many times I was fighting with config.sys and autoexec bat just to get a game to launch, right? How much time I spent on that. Let's see now. Aha! You were dead on. Oh, that is blocky. But hello there. Oh, looks alright. Goodbye. Who are you? I'm Devon, strange friend, and I feel blah blah feeling better, Rick. Up to you guys if you want me to read all this or not, but how do you know my name? Allow me to pry. Led through my logbook. Well, I feel violated now. It's funny because you look at the pictures on the box, and it looks a lot. Please forgive me. I will not. That's fine. Okay, how long are you talking? Yeah, this is very... Found me? I'm unsure, my friend. All I know is that I found your waterlogged body in the depths of the Lurker's domain. What happened before remains a... Dramatic pause. Give everyone a unique voice. Oh boy. Mystery. I pulled in my nets, and within one I discovered you. It's funny, I always wanted to try doing, like, voiceovers and voice acting, but I just can't. Like, I may have part of the voice for it, I guess, but just throwing your voice or redoing it all the time, it's just really difficult. The Lurker's domain. Oh great, Old English. "'Tis what we sometimes call the sea. You were drowning in it, my friend. A fate twice bad to be certain." Twice bad? Aye, not only would it have meant death for you, but then you would have not been doomed to walk the ocean floor, unable to fulfill the pact with Lethos. Lethos. This font is really difficult to read. It's a little easier on the smoothing almost, but I'm in trouble reading it. Oh, I have so much dialogue here. Ages ago, our people forged a covenant with Lethos. If he would still the shaking earth, we would commend to him our dead at the time of their passing. Yeah, this font is really hard to read. Alright, I've talked enough. Can I hit someone? Goodbye. Farewell, friend Rick, and good luck. You are welcome to stay with me for as long as you need. My food and provisions are yours until you wish to head to the... Dramatic pause. City, and be careful in your travels, for I fear you will encounter much violence. Nah. I can already see a crowd gathering there on the docks. Can only mean trouble. Oh my. Animation bonanza. He does look like a Chad a little bit. Boy, he's walking like... It's interesting, because I'm sure a lot of people that played all the Ultimas, the original ones, all the way through. You know, it's a huge series. It was very influential, you know, but it tried really hard, it feels like. It took itself almost a little too seriously. It's hard to describe, but with the old English style, and, you know, it's almost the old school pen and paper 70s, 80s, you know, nerd thing. Which is fine, but... Is there a map? Do I have an inventory? I do. Oh yeah, that's the exact same bag as an Ultima Online 3. This is totally the Ultima Online engine. Or, not the Ultima Online engine, I should say, the same engine. Frame skipping? Wow. Speed limiting? Forget that. Gotta go fast. There we go. How do I close my inventory? You don't, apparently. Toran, you have been accused of blasphemy against Our Lady Mordia and sentenced to death by beheading. Do you have any final words? Don't behead me. I shall die as I have lived with honor. When I face Lethos, he will not find me wanting. A man of honor would not have insulted his lady with seditious rumors, knave. Seditious, yeah. Not my first language. I fear that Lithos will not find you at all, for your grave shall be a watery one. The Lurker is not kind to the ones she acquires. Oh my. Technical monsters coming out. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, I wish to, you know, this is forbidden, lady. The ritual of interment is sacred. Psh, do not question my decision, Tarna. I am sure that Lethos will not want this one's worthless spirit in his domain. Yeah, the characters are huge. No! I'm walking slowly towards you. Back, woman! Don't come here with your opinions and other stereotypical things. My animation's cool. Choop! No! My husband. Oh, that explains that. Oh, nice animation there. I mean, it looks cool, but yeah, you're so used to kind of... I want SVG graphics here to make it smaller. This will make it infinitely more playable. But I mean, the movement, all this stuff, I mean, this is clearly with Ultima. Stand aside! Let Lady Mordia pass. I bet we'll never see her again. Yes. Action, adventure, slow walking. Halt, I've never seen you before, stranger. Identify yourself and your business in Tenebrae. Great, whole bunch of fantasy names. That's the thing, getting into new RPGs. Like, I was playing, using the Mister, playing SNES games. And I'll stream that sometime, too. It's just super fun to just hop around games I never played. But an RPG I wanted to play when I was a kid was Lufia on the Super Nintendo. It's just bog standard, turn-based, you know, Final Fantasy style JRPG. Just bog standard game. And long story short, the country I lived in when I was growing up, I was saving money, saving my allowance and all that stuff. And I was waiting for the release of it. I was reading, you know, magazines about it, articles, like just, I really want to play this game. And a time came around, it was like a week before my birthday. I was like, it's perfect, you know, I can combine, like, you know, birthday money with this. And then the import, or the Nintendo company in the country, decided to, nope, we're not going to import that game. So that was that. I think I bought, like, some other game, or, you know, might have been Super Metroid for all I know, which was, of course, a much better game, but bummed me a lot. So anyway, I was playing Lufia 2 on the Super Nintendo recently, which is a much better game. I knew that was a better one too, and I played Lufia 1 a little bit too, but it's such a standard JRPG. This to me is a very Western RPG style, well, British in this case, so. Yeah, it's the blood violence. Go look at that down here, right? You know, that looks pretty gory, and it was gory back then. It was like, you know, I'm sure someone was upset about this. It was a mature story, I'm sure. Compared to now, it's just you play Doom, and it's like, oh my, oh no, demon parts don't go there. Oh no, don't do that. You know, it's just horrific, but you're so desensitized to it, too. The execution is none of your business. Just be glad a treacherous, despicable criminal has been properly punished. Now I will slow walk out of here. Whoa, now answer the question. I do not remember. Have a bit too much of Orlok's brew, eh? While you just watch yourself and stay out of trouble, and we'll have no quarrel with you. I feel like I'm a DM and or Dungeon Master in some old D&D game now. Now tell me, where do you hail from? The beach. A fisherman, then. You do not dress like one who makes this living pulling nets from the sea. Then your business in the city is... waiting for dialogue to finish. To return home. Then what in the lady's name are you doing wandering around here? I suggest you quickly find your way. You may go about your business. Please move along and do not disturb the widow until after I have escorted her from the docks. Fine. I have a feeling that we're going to get into combat sometime here, and I'm just going to get just annihilated or schooled. That's the thing about turn-based, at least you have, you know, some time to figure stuff out. But yeah, Ultima Online for sure ran with this engine. Let's see if I can find the box for it. My shop behind me is totally disorganized. I'll mention too, Lord British attempted to come back. There's a toggle. Okay, I should probably look at that since I have a manual. I should look at the keyboard combinations. But Lord British tried to come back with a new company called Portalarium. And they released Shroud of the Avatar, which is, of course, the spiritual successor to the Ultima series. I haven't even broken the seal because they sold this with a big box version on, like, you know, it was a big deal. Pack and stuff. It's supposed to be like a half MMO, half single-player game. So the idea was to sell it with a proper box, and it was kickstarted and everything, I think, and then it just apparently fizzled out. I heard pretty mediocre reviews. I think Lord British or Richard Garrett has a lot of fantastic ideas, but the implementation of it is a little harder. So yeah, here's Ultima Online, Second Age, my actual box copy. With a nice, like, inlay here, but if we look, I just want to show real quick the reason I brought this out. If we look at the game art, that looks pretty similar to what we're playing, I would say. That same kind of very harsh isometric viewpoint and everything. But yes, good point. I will go ahead and look up the button combination for this freaking game, because I don't want to die as soon as I run into someone here. Let's look at the play guide for Ultima 8. RPGs and games in general are much more streamlined these days. You know, even complicated games are not that hard. So, walking, running, and running leaps. You can jump nearly half your height to climb taller objects, but you cannot climb some things such as most vegetation, sharp objects, and the highest mountain ledges. Oh, I want to climb sharp objects. When the arrow is short, try clicking both mouse buttons together. Oh my. Prince of Persia. But Lord Avatar, why are you jumping around like a bunny? I feel like I'm playing Monty Python game here now. Can I walk slowly too? Thriller. Oh. The 3 arrow lengths represent speed you get when you press the right mouse button. Short makes a small, cautious step forward, a careful step, in quote marks here. Medium walks at normal pace. Long runs at full speed. You move in the direction the arrow points. Move the arrow toward the upper right corner of the screen until it is medium length. Walk by pressing the right mouse button. When you find a brown dirt area, stretch your legs by moving the arrow to the far upper right left corner or the screen and press the right buttons. Click the left mouse button while you run. On the next step, you leap forward about twice your height. Oh my goodness. This is so complicated. Follow this path until, okay, railing stops you. Okay, climbing and careful stepping. While facing the rail, click both buttons to climb the rail. With a short arrow showing, right-click to take a careful step. The combat. Examine the barrels near the dock until you find a dagger in a small box. There we go, now run. A barrel here? Nope, not here. This is a dock. Oh, there's a barrel. Let's take a look at these barrels. As a person who's played a lot of games, these barrels do not look to me like they would contain stuff. But here we are. There's a jewelry box here. How do you close the barrel? There we go. Double click it. Oh goodness. It's gonna be this kind of game where you have to like position by pixel perfect. Can I get to that barrel? Uh-huh. So there's some shrooms in here. That's good. With Ultima Online, you have to carry ingredients. It wouldn't surprise me if this game has that too. To cast spells and the like, and that got really tiresome after a while. Most Honorable Lady Mordia, I have heard that the Skull of Quakes has been removed from upper catacombs. I had believed that it would be safe within the catacombs, for it is the only place it is used. Pray tell me, my lady, what do you suggest I do about the situation? I have heard rumors that it presently may be within the shrine, but I have grave doubts about it. I will wait your swift answer and am assured of your graciousness in this matter. Lieutenant Vitek. Well, now I know it's... Yeah, that's true. Everything is a container is a good point. So, Oh, the box should have the dagger. But then there's a dagger in here too. And a ring. Let's see what they're going for. They're trying to make it like intuitive and... So how do you equip it then? Place a dagger in your open backpack. The dagger appears inside the pack. Objects inside the pack may be rearranged any way you like. They stay where you put them. Take the dagger out and drag it to your character. So now we have it equipped. Close all expanded displays at once. By pressing backspace. Enter combat stance with double right-clicking on your character. Aha! On guard! With my dagger. So yeah, the box contained the dagger there. And a ring, I guess. You're in combat-ready position. Practice swinging and very quickly double left-clicking. Stabby stab stab stab! With famous knight, I'm gonna stabby stab stab you. Block your opponent, in this case imaginary, by clicking or click and holding the left button down. That is a block. Good to know. Kick by double right-clicking ahead of your character. Oh my goodness. Pretty, Yeah, I'll say, this is, might be a late stream here, because we're just barely getting started. You cannot jump or climb while in combat stance. You must first sheathe your weapon. So right-click ahead of your character to advance. No, I'm gonna advance on that tree. Take that tree. That'd be pretty cool with a shotgun. When you wish to stop and fight, release the right button. You turn to combat stance. Okay. Double right-clicking on your character wants to... Okay, alright, I think we know how to combat now. Hopefully. Dangerous terrain. Water and lava are both dangerous, because you do not have the skills necessary for surviving in water. Falling in means death, meaning we did not want to deal with any swimming animation or functionality in the game. Many lava lakes and rivers that flow underground are deadly. Be careful when traveling near any of these. Oh boy. Alright, and then you have armor class, stats, strength, a diary. Alright, well, let's see if we can find some trouble now. It's just so choppy. And this is running with the, more than recommended, right? So... Halt, stranger! I almost thought I could go somewhere there. Whoa! I have seen many strange things in my time, but I've never seen the likes of ya. What be your name, stranger? I am the Avatar. Alright, Rick, now I know you. Now I get lost. I don't need Lady Murdia catching me chatting with some pauper. She's not in a right good mood today. That's true. That would have been pretty funny, because I guarantee you I would have been just randomly trying to push buttons to figure out the combat. What is this city? What do you mean, what is this city? Do you have a brain fever, lad? It's only the largest pile of bricks in the known world. Tenebrae it is, and don't you go no forgetting it. Bye. Yeah.
Yes, Avatar, seek a way home.
So this whole thing is, the Avatar always wants to find his way home, or he has to complete his job, and then he can finally leap to his final destination. No, never mind. It's cool, but it's just, again, they're trying to overcomplicate it. They're trying to make it like a full interactive world and very deep, and that's kind of the call sign of Origin games, right? They just go really far into making a deep game. A lot of our games were like that, and I do like Origin, but in this case here, and now we're spoiled, I would say, too, with more modern games, because, you know, a game like this today would not be nearly so obtuse to play and complicated to move around and do basic stuff, you know? Okay, that exits stuff. So... we'll go back in there. Maybe? I should go into the city again and check it out. But notice actually loading time. So I do hit the hard drive. Yes, the hard drive is actually working now, so. I also hesitant on playing an RPG. Not sure how well it would be to stream, but I guess it's fun for me to just flail around in here and see how the heck to play this game. Ooh, okay, we're gonna rob everything. Do-do, 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 do-do. Can I close the door? Can I not close the door? That's fine. We'll just rob him blind anyway. Locked chest. Ah! There's a key right there, though. Ooh. Booze and fabric. Well, I don't really need that, but I take the booze. This looks like a Molotov cocktail. Okay, then. Walked into the wrong house. Ooh, scrolls. It's always interesting with these RPGs. You never know if they're gonna care that your destruction scroll... Like, if they're gonna care that you go looting, right? A lot of JRPGs, you kind of got ingrained as a kid, at least for me, is just check every barrel, check every chest, with no repercussions. And then the games that call you out on it is like, oh, destruction scroll of traps and chests, enchanted by Vorkus. Caster, casting this scroll will destroy traps within all nearby chests. Beware, you do so at your own risk. Ooh. Well, that... No traps detected. Okay, I wasn't planning on using it, but that's alright. Boy, my inventory's getting pretty cramped already. What's this spell? Forewarn you. No, I did cast spells. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. No traps detected. Okay. Good. Now, choppily move this way. I love this little sneaky sneak animation here. But we're the Avatar. We're gonna run straight ahead. I think what's really throwing me off, it feels like this will be a Windows 95 like SVGA level game, and not what this is. What's that? I don't know what it is. We're taking it. Looks like a piece of meat. Road log. Blood watch. Nothing to report. First stab. Flogged some peasants. Good old flogging. Daytide, broke up a fight, probably broke the sod's nose. 3 moons, nothing to report. Last stab, help peasant remember where he hid his taxes. Heh heh heh. Eventide, guard changed. So this is the guard douches then, so we're gonna run around here. Let's see if we get called on our stuff. Again, I don't know if this game is one that, you know, they don't let you go in and loot everything you can. It varies so wildly from game to game. They don't seem to care, I'm just robbing them blind, but that's fine. We need it. Whoa, that was a trap. That's alright, we can still take the stuff. Potions. I have a feeling using potions in combat here will be near impossible. How the heck do you keep track of where stuff is? Is that a chainmail? Helmet, okay. So let's put on our helmet. Nope, cannot wear any armor. Cool! Alright, let's see if we can get anywhere. I've just been robbing everyone now, so... Don't mind me, just exploded your chest and... Cheese it! That's the fuzz. Medieval fuzz. Is there... Feels like I should talk to the king here. Plaque. Got it. Coming through! Can't sit on the royal throne. Locked door. Yeah, the graphics are cool. That's true. I should check what's in that pouch. What is that? 19 obsidian coins. Alright. Cash. I think, if I remember right, especially in Ultima Online, you can use this for, like, organizing your junk. So you can put stuff in... Use this, like, okay, I'm going to put my mushrooms or ingredients here and then here so they don't clutter up my main inventory. I think was the idea. What's that? That's just a ring? Key ring. Alright, so I can put keys on there. And that's another dagger, right? I already have that. What is this? Armor. Did I not wear the armor? Nope. Maybe we can sell it later. What's this? Jewelry box. We already opened that one, yep. I'm gonna organize here a little bit now. So what's this? Flask of oil. Put the spells in here for now. Like, it doesn't care what type of object it is. It just, you know, there's somewhere else to put the stuff. So, alright. Looks like the king is sleeping up there, so we're gonna move along. Yeah, okay, you can put bags and bags, and it's magic. Kitchen. Coming through. Coming through. Camera's not having a good time here. I don't know if there's a quest journal or something to tell you where to go or what to do. Let's try if it right-clicking a bag closes it. Yeah, I think you double-click to close this. Double-clicking is the thing on almost everything, so... let's see... There's terrain. Enter the city when execution is over. That's all it said. It's got a quick guide here on the stuff to do, so... I feel like I should save. Write diary. Yes, I don't want to lose what I just did. So, we're in the city, so we need to run around the city until we find something to do here, I guess. So... Run through here. And I mean, it's like... It's cool, I guess, because it is trying not to just be like... a Diablo game where you're just running, clicking, and killing everything, right? It's more... it is trying to really hard to... create a world you can run around and then do stuff in. So it's not just like an empty world, because a lot of games do that. They feel very empty when you're playing them, but in this case, at least they're trying. That chest exploded on me? Nope, locked chest. Hook. Oh, guard log. I remember playing Ultima Online thinking that was just so cool, because the world, like, stuff was happening all the time, right? And that was the first MMO experience for me, so that blew me away, that, like, there was stuff happening, you know? So... anyone to talk to here? Let's see. Open backpack, open inventory and statistics. Double left click on your character. Oh, there we go. So now we can probably put on the armor. There we go. Can I put a second dagger in here? Oh, there we go. That's helpful. Look at that. Yeah, exactly. I remember reading the previews for Diablo in like PC Gamer, I think, the British one. In like 95 or something like that, or maybe 94, when they were showing like 3D renders of the characters, and I mean, it looked like nothing else at the time, at least for me. At least the polish, because again, Blizzard polishes their games like crazy, so, or at least they did. And it was just so well made. Good point. We'll do a ring too. Want to get any? That's a key ring, I think. So that is probably for. Yeah, it just goes in the key ring is just for putting out rings on, I think. You can pick up and collect them in there so they don't just clutter around your inventory. Got mushrooms. So that's oil. Bottle. This. Potion. Potion. I don't think it tells you what it does either, which is pretty cool. You're just gonna have to guess. I seem to remember, wasn't Ultima Online that too? You had to try different things to know what they did. Like experiments and stuff like that. So, we've been here. Should I talk to someone? Oi. Guardsman, what do you want, stranger? Where am I? You're in Central Tenebrae. The direction leads to the palace. Oh my. Since you're new here, I'd suggest you stay clear of it. Okay. You shall head east or west, for the palace holds any trouble for the likes of you. Only. The east is where the rich folk live. On that side is a library and a weapon trainer. And that is where all the poor sods live. Wow. There's this smithy and tavern. Well, I think there's a tavern here. Come on, let's go. It looks like something out of Monty Python. I mean, it feels like this is John Cleese in the suit of armor here now. This looks interesting. Is this the bar, tavern? Huh. Or is this the shop? There's clothes laying around here. Lots of potions. Arrgh, scratched myself with me hook. Well, here's the tavern. Let's talk to the barkeep. Oh yeah, you're right. It is probably from that trap because it was like no indication that it happened. But man, hello, man. Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you? What is your name? My name is Orlok, and that might be yours, friend. My name is Rick. Well met then, Rick. That's a fine name indeed. Stay a while and listen to me tales. Stay a while and listen. What do you do? Well now, I'd be a bartender. Can I get you a drink? I'll have a drink. What do you have? What are the choices? We got Tenebrae Ale, of course, vintage black wine, a feisty little brew called the Hurricane, Breath of the Spirit, and the hard stuff, Clovenhoof. Just an ale. 2 glassies and a deal at twice the price. Here's the amount. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. Cool. Did he give me the drink? Cup. Bottle. Burp. This dude looks interesting. Greetings. Huh? Forget it. Never mind. I'm sure we can find someone to talk to. Just a really choppy and sluggish to play. It's hard to describe, but it's just... Hello. What is your name? My name is Jenna, and yours? My name is Rick. Well met, Rick. What do you do? Well, for now, I'm barmaid. Can I get you a drink or something to eat? Nothing, thank you. Change your mind, let me know. Why do you carry a sword? Get his mine, and I'll have you know I'm not afraid to use it. You know how to use a sword? Yes, this blade has sent more than one man running for his life. You have killed men? Only 1 or 2. Most know to stay clear of me. It is a nice blade. Yes, it's a fine blade, a wondrous blade. Have you ever seen finer? Oh my. No. It is all I left from my grandfather. Before he died, he gave me the sword and told me to wear it with pride, and I always have. My goodness, getting a deep story here. Where did you learn to wield it? My father taught me. He always wanted a son, but all he got was me, so he taught me. He is determined to marry me off, though. Bye. Yeah, I'll say, that's... I think the... Rick here felt like his manliness was threatened here by this woman, so he's like, oh, bye. Interesting story. Bye. Greetings. Huh? Never mind. Alright, I kind of want to get going here now. This thing with these games, like, I was going to say, too, all those JRPGs, like, you played, right? They just drug on in the beginning. They were just so... You always have a town where everyone's living in an idyllic environment. And then, more monsters are here than usual. Oh, random, young man, you are coming of age, and you have a mysterious past, like who left you in this village, blah, 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 and bam, it's just... Those games just follow such a template. A map would be nice. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Like I'm barging in here. And I remember as a kid playing these kind of games, I love the detail, and I still do, like the pixel detail, and it's like, you know, especially a game where you can interact with a lot of stuff. You know, playing Duke Nukem 3D the first time, right? Where you could just, like, do stuff to, like, almost every object in the game, and I thought that was just so cool. So I always like that when you can do that. Not many games let you just mess around with whatever you want. So it looks like, I have no idea where I'm going now. Just the... A lot of food and stuff, and... Yeah, I'm just having so many flashbacks to Ultima Online now. Because you kind of run around like this, and I remember being kind of choppy like this too. Of course, the big draw there is that you have, you can talk to everyone, so... Consider your sins, yeah. Just run around. If you're joining us late and probably figured this out by now, we're playing Ultima VIII after some back and forth. And I never play this. And I run around aimlessly now trying to figure out where to go. So... Typical RPG experience for me, so... Just the... You sneak in here? No, we come barging in. There, we have a visitor. So this is our cat Zoe. And she demands attention now. Alright, where the heck are we going? There's no... log on where to go. I'm just hoping to run into some random person. I thought the bar would for sure have some interesting things to stay out of trouble. Yep, I'm just looting everything. So let's go to the rich district then, I guess. Boy, you can really haul it though. There's no map, right? Oh. There was some story sound there, so this must be the right place. Well, this looks promising. Hello. Pardon me. Good day, stranger. Nice axe. Yes, stranger, it is. Who are you? Not that it's any of your concern, stranger. I'm called Shauna. Oh, I see. So she was the one that was there in the beginning, so... What do you do? I assume you are speaking in jest, for it is obvious by my executioner's blade that I remove heads to earn my keep. Why are you so concerned about my name and occupation? I am simply curious. I am not here to satisfy an idle curiosity, stranger. One would think that you were employed by the scholar the way you waste time with useless banter. Who is the scholar? Cat fur everywhere. If found to be source of information, I do not expect this to occupy too much of my time. The scholar Bantic is a rather long-winded individual who spends his days and nights buried in the pages of the many books he maintains. In fact, stranger, perhaps you should speak with him. His work is knowledge. After all, and I doubt the rest of us have time for this prattle. Then again, you seem the sort to be more interested in hearing rumors in a darkened tavern than the ramblings of a learned man. Yeah, that's... That sure seems like it. It's like the 90s game design, right? You know, like it or... You know. There certainly was a very specific type of female character in video games in the 90s. There's no denying that. Where is the scholar? So it is the knowledge you seek. Then you may find Bentic in the northeastern part of town. He is wise and knows much, and he will impart that which you wish and more. I will tell you this, stranger. If he cannot answer your query, then only one other might. But I am loath to tell you who for fear you would waste his precious time like you have mine. Who is this other? Swear to me you will not disturb his study without the cause, and will name him. And I will name him. I swear. Very well. His name is Mithran. You may find him outside the city walls. His wisdom is great, but I warn you not to visit him for idle prattle such as this. I swear myself that you do not wish to see me angered. Goodbye. So let's go talk to the scholar then. Yeah, it is true, the Xena. I think like Hot Pocket. I haven't had one of those in forever. I think it's like many things. Something that's really good that you enjoy in a certain part of time in your life, you eat too much. And then it gets difficult to eat that. I think I did that with Hot Pocket for a while. Or just, I think we're playing like World of Warcraft and eating Hot Pockets, and then it got too much, and like I can't eat Hot Pockets anymore. I can't look at one. It just got too much, so. Alright, so let's go to the rich part of town then. To the northeast part, see if we can find the scholar. I assume we need to try and figure out how the heck to get home. To get that last leap, as it were. Fortunately, we can haul. There's a yakety sack. Just put that on here. Fast forward it. Apparently we need to trim the claws of this cat. Ouch. She's not declawed, so her front claws are very sharp. And she likes kneading my legs when I'm sitting on here. Alright. So, northeast part of town. Ouch. Cat, stop scratching me. Alright, one more time. What's going on here? Where were you last night? Really, I was at home with my poor sick mother. Why have you not paid your taxes? Oh my. Please, sir, I have no more money. I should throw you in the dungeon. But who will feed my children? Oh my. I know that you were in on it. Confess and I shall not torture you. Away, I will not speak with you. I beg of you, sir. Please let me go. I cannot talk with you right now. Right, I should torture you then. At least he's telling her. I swear on my mother's grave that I had no part in that. Really? I thought you said your mother was sick. Well, she is sick. Very sick. She will be dead soon. Tell me what I need to know. I don't see where this goes now. I grow tired of your lies. Whew. Please, have big mercy in the name of the Tempest. You know Mordia never shows. He may feed you to the lurker rather than put you in the dungeon. Please, I beg of you, have mercy on me. Go anywhere more than that. Alright, one more time. Where were you last night? It's going to cycle now, or is it going to be a new conversation? Really? I was at home with my poor sick mother. Someone took the time to write this. Why have you not paid your taxes? Please, sir, I have no more money. Oh, there you go. Just goes in the loop. Alright, let's see. Is this the scholar here, perhaps? Move along. Yep, I'm just running around. Looks interesting. Locked door. Never mind, it's not interesting. Well, it's interesting, but I can't get in. So... First, these tight boots. And the graphics are growing. I mean, it looks really cool, but I kind of wish, again, it was... I mean, you can do high resolution, obviously, but it just... The characters are so huge, it's hard to see what's going on. And it's weird in Ultima Online, they went but almost like, this is fairly, like, 45-degree angle, isometric. But it went with an even higher angle in the, looks interesting, in Ultima Online. Hello? Coming right at you. Anyone home? Greetings, stranger. I am called Baron, and you? Oh, I think that's the guy I was looking for. My name is Rick. Well met, Rick, and what do you seek of me? The scholar? What do you do here? I am a mage. How are you? I am fine. Now that you have asked your questions, it is my turn to ask you mine. Why are you here? I have been banished here. Oh, really? Who has banished you here? A big red guy called the Guardian. If the Guardian has sent you here, then you're not banished, but blessed. The Guardian will protect you as he has protected us. What do you mean by protected? I am not a historian, so I suggest you seek out Bantic, as he is very knowledgeable. Go to the library and search out the knowledge of the books there. I'm sure Bantic would just love to discuss the past with you. That's what scares me. What did you say? Do you think he cares about me? Of course, the Guardian is the provider of all good things. It is he who protected us in our time of need. Is there, aught else you would like to discuss? Very well. I will see you... Alright. So, where the heck is the library? Really, Cat? Almost like she won't ever, like, sit still. She just kind of keeps moving around and... heading everywhere. Alright. I really wish I could find the library, because that's clearly where I need to go. They said it was in the northeastern part. I'm sneaking around here. This is probably out of town now. There's the fountain. A fountain. Anything up here? If that's the exit out of here. That building does look interesting as a library, but I can't get in there, I think. Oh, here we go. Aha! Found a library. I'm gonna grab a soda real quick, so I can replenish before going into the library. There we go. I need my aspartame. Boy, it's always much slower in games like this when you gotta figure it out. Like, I feel like in strategy games, you kind of get going faster, and it's just the curse of role-playing games sometimes, right? That they just are so slow to get going. Especially here, where they're really trying to, like, sell you on the world. Which is cool, again, but it just... Hello. Shh. I guess if you were just really wanting a meaty RPG to dive into, this probably just keeps going and going, and it's well written. And but it promised that the cat, yeah, I think we're used to this kind of game being more of a Diablo style game, so it's almost this like expectation is there. All right, where is this dude? Bentec or whatever. Kitchen. Big weird looking fish. Found the library, so is it that guy walking around there? He looks like a scholar. Greetings. Here we go. What is your name? Who are you? Has Mordia sent you to question me? Ha! If you do not know who I am, then you do not know what I have done. Okay. That wasn't suspicious. I made it to the library, so maybe I should read some of the books, I guess. The Voices of Mary. Blah, blah, blah. Will not be home from this visit as soon as I thought. Got it. Truth to be told, I just want to get somewhere now. The Saga of Bone Crusher. Titan of Earth, Lithos, declared that all who lived upon his land should pay homage to him. Sounds like a nice fellow. The Beauty of Rihan by Toran. Boy, they don't give you much direction here. Final Sunlight. I'm just reading a book over his shoulder now. Probably not very nice. Alright, should we try and talk to this guy again? Because it seemed a little weird that way he reacted there. Greetings. What is your name? Nope. Ah. Just not getting anywhere. I see, someone, yeah, I mean, I heard other people calling it, like, meh, Ultima. Kinda get it, I guess. I've heard really good things about 7, so I'm going to play that sometime, too, but I do have the boxes for that, too. Of course, part of this collection, but and the graphics are really cool, but this is sluggish. But I mean, the world feels pretty... Can I get to this bookshelf here? Or is this plant in the way? I can move it. Take that, plant. Expedition Journal. Welcome back. Hopefully Hot Pocket is delicious. I kind of want one myself. I haven't had one in years. I need to do souvenirs. Just I like to do what I call mental health days, where I just take a day off work and just do nothing but play games. Like just load up on snacks and I just forget all responsibilities and just play a game for an entire day. It's a fantastic like brain cleanser. I've read all the books. So where is the dude I assume I need to talk to? Oh, I don't do that. I'm gonna read this plaque. Quiet. I will not. The Big Book of Adventure. Puzzles and mazes. Sounds awful with this control. Oh my goodness. Sooner or later, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is you make a good point there, Brian, because this is a game where if you sat down, like, you bought this game, you came home, and, like, there we go, you would, like, just get sucked into this, and it's like, this is all you had at the time, right? And then these graphics, I think, especially for the time, are really cool. But it's hard to get into now, because it doesn't have quite the same charm anymore, I think. Yes? What did that guy say? Oh. Got some coin? There. Well, dang it. I thought it was like a story thing, but I guess some money. But I stole that from the guardhouse anyway. Yeah, those are too long, but I would love to play those CRI games, live stream it with someone else on the air too sometime. That'd be a lot of fun. It's a lot of those CRI games. It's easier to goof on them, I think. Especially, I didn't play many of them, so I don't know. I know I certainly not very good at, you know, police quests and those. Never got that far because you kind of run out of energy almost playing. And the guards? I mean, like anything. Where am I supposed to go? I just been to the city. Now I feel like I'm just being spoiled by modern games, but it's not. What is your duty? Our duty is to control the populace to ensure that the peace is kept for her ladyship. Bye. Well, that was the library. And did not find anything I needed there. Oh boy. I'm almost about to give up on this flipping game because I'm just not getting anywhere. Peasant! Hello. Bye. The guy that was freaking out. Clearly they talked about like the what's that thing over there? I'm gonna touch that thing, it looks interesting. Talked about the quiet. Sneaky in here. Mess with some of the stuff here. Time is now Bloodwatch. Oh, nice. Stories to make children sleep. Brother Grimm. Ooh, there's upstairs here. Maybe that's where we need to go. Thank goodness. There we go. Please tell me you're the Brennick dude so we can talk to someone. Greetings! Greetings, stranger. What is your name? My name is Bantic. Whoo! It is a word of pagan derivation, I think. It is originally meant to you toils hard, but that is not for certain. I have found a number of references to Ventek in several older texts and feel that this may be the root of the name Bentic. And what is your name, friend? My name is Rick. Well met, Rick. I am pleased to meet you. What is pagan? Pagan? Why, that is the name of this place. What do you do? By trade, I am librarian of the city. However, I prefer to think of myself as a student of life, one who spends his time observing all facets of life. I'm a great studier of people. You would be amazed at the things you may learn by simply observing your neighbor in their everyday life. Time of the library. The library is my joy. Okay, we're gonna just kind of skip through here. Some of your neighbors. Boy, if it doesn't like progress here now, I might switch game honestly, because I'm getting overwhelmed with this game, and I feel like it's one of those that yeah, you need unlimited time to play this. She has a rather short temper. Why, just recently her guards confiscated my personal diary, though I don't have any idea why. Evidence potential? Yes, I can't put my finger on, but there is something there. Call it a hunch, if you will. I just seem to feel that there is something about him that suggests great things. He does love to read. Maybe he is destined to be a great scholar. Does he know how I may leave Pagan? Leave Pagan? My goodness, I don't think I ever had anyone ask that for that. But then again, you don't act, talk, or dress like anyone I've ever seen before. Let's see, I can only suggest you speak to someone who with more magical abilities than I. Mithran could help you, although I dread to suggest it. Perhaps a necromancer could help you. Who is Mithran? Mithran lives in a small house on the plateau. He has been known to dabble in the various magical arts and is a scholar. He often makes magical scrolls and things and sells them. Mithran practices magical arts? Yes, though I'm not sure what school he follows. Where's the plateau? From the palace in the center of head north out of the city. Follow the path through the valley to a cave entrance. Go through the cave. It opens on the other side of the mountain on the plateau. Bye. Come back. Nope. Let's see if we can actually get out of the city and, like, stab something. And I bet I will die at the first little, like, slime or boar or whatever the heck, ow, I run into. Almost guarantee it. Yeah, this, I mean, you know, if I had this back in the day, I thought I probably would have just spent nearly unlimited time just playing it and getting deeper and deeper into it. But now you just get impatient, and I don't think necessarily that's to do with the, you know, spoiling games. It just time commitment for games has become ridiculous. If a game doesn't really pull me in, it's hard to commit to time. Especially now with so many open world RPGs that are just massive. You know, you play like Breath of the Wild or Zelda. That's a good game. So you make you feel like you're getting something out of investing that time. But then other times, a lot of Ubisoft games are just like endless checkpoints, just collecting things on a map. I'm literally just running out to, let's save though. Oh crap. You double click. Can you turn this way? Oh my goodness, yeah, he's just brutally murdering me. Because all I have was a little stabby dag. That went exactly as expected. Therein ends the quest of running around the city asking people where the hell to go. I didn't remember, unfortunately, again, I just had a little stabby dagger, and that was a huge ogre. Mm-hmm. What? I didn't overwrite. Okay, well, we were done with this game, I guarantee you that, so... when I thought I saved there, apparently you can't save in the same spot, so... No, we're not gonna do that again. Cool game. Cool game. How the hell do you exit this game? Well, you hold the mouse button and you drag it in circles and you click no. This is the quick start. Start Control Q. There was an escape, right? You can say goodbye. I'm almost curious. I want to check out just for grins and giggles and whatnot. Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. I'm going to check out like Ultima 1 or something on here. I think that would be pretty fun to compare it. So we'll create a folder. And after that, I think I might shift gears completely and play a game that I just received today. So what's the map Ultima.exe? Oh, there we go. So there's the original Ultima game then. It's probably a re-release of something, I'm guessing. Original fantasy masterpiece. Ah, nice pixel art. I kind of doubt that the original game had this, but conversion, yeah, John Ficini. There we go. Ah, generate new character. Strong guy. Huh. It's a max. What? More stamina. I mean, ugly, dumb, strong guy. Perfect. Press spacebar when finished. Select your race. Oh, we're a dwarf. Female dwarf. A fighter. Now it's come with a name. Rakina. There you go. Save that character. Yes. Continue previous adventure. Ta-da! PC speaker. Exactly the same. I'm running out of food, though. Whoa, what's going on? I'm dead. Ultima 1, everyone. The same as the other one, just a lot faster. Um, the hits are still counting, because I think that the bad guy's still there. So, that's fun. Quit. So these are armor, but how do you actually quit the game? Ah! Yeah, I saw that. I should probably actually watch that stuff. So, so is it a series? Is it the high score one? Because I know there was a high score documentary, right, about old games. Ultima was, you know, it was a big deal when it came out. This is handwritten basically by Richard Garriott in the time. You quit Ultima 1. Boot disk maker. Look, my error messages. How do I leave the game? Reference section. There we go. Copy protection answers. Just jammed in here. Aha, there we go. Keyboard commands. Q is quit. Quit and save your progress. You can resume the game later from the point you quit. Yes, quit, but how did I actually quit then? I have to reboot the whole computer just to get out of this game. They're just starving to death. Room. Town. Rakina, thou art dead. Forget this. No, we're not attempting resurrection. We're rebooting. Enough of that. I do want to actually receive a new big box game today. I don't buy them anymore. So let's see. I gotta find where all these boxes go. So this is the Ultima VII. It's enough RPGs for now. We're gonna play a different game as a palate cleanser. Just check out the game I just got today. Well-known one. We'll see it in a second. Gotta remember where the box was. So, that's enough of that. It's Ultima. But today, if you can see it in the background here, I got the big box for Descent. The original one, which I didn't have. I had Descent 2, and I played Descent 1 and everything, so I just want to see if the floppies on this guy works. So we're going to do a palette cleansing now. I have to play something that doesn't involve that kind of junk, so... Excuse me. So, the box for this, it's really cool. It's got, you kind of see the outline here by one of the enemies in the black here. There it is. It's got kind of a texture feel to it, so it's really cool. And then the manual and the quick reference cards. This actually came with what looks to be the complete version of Descent 2 on a CD as well. Which I think they just threw in here at some point. But this is the floppy version, so we're going to install from floppy. And then cross our fingers that all the floppies actually work. So this is what appears to be on... Install disk 1. It's 5 floppies. So that should absolutely have a high chance of working. And it's, you know, it is kind of a mixed bag when it comes to these older floppies. There you go, floppy 1 is inserted. Ooh, need more space here. Reading it. Uh-huh. $19.95. Install. 24 megabytes are required. Yeah, I actually do not have enough space, I think. So we have to actually clear some stuff out because 24 meg. Oh my. So I think we'll probably have to delete. I have a lot of stuff on here now. Oh my. So that's Command and Conquer. That took care of quite a few meg there. We'll do Ascendancy. That should give us some more space. 45 meg, that was a big one. Oh, now we have enough. Let's try it again. So, hopefully installing a large game from floppy is more exciting than watching me fumble around in Ultima forever. Sure. We'll create that. Do you have the shareware version of Descent installed? Oh, cool. You can actually install and copy the player files. I don't think I have that installed, so we'll just do don't copy. Install Descent. So now, we get to chat while the floppies are copying. I'm pretty sure this was re-released later on CD for sure. You know, like most games were. Compilations, of course, and everything. And sometimes the CD version of boxes are harder to get or more desirable. It varies. Especially ones that had like speech packs and things like that. And this game needs a 3 to 6, 33 or faster. I do not think I would play this game like that. Yeah, so this is the floppy version. So yeah, I'm more for sure that it's so this is the floppy version 3.5. And it's one of those things, like, I didn't necessarily plan on buying this particular box. I did want the CD version, but then it just happened to come around at the right price. And since, you know, I don't play these games that often, I like having them on the shelf, obviously, but I have had a sealed copy of Descent 2 for a long time. Here we go, Disc 2, go! See if I can get it. Here's Descent 2. Sealed. And it's not like I keep, you know, I hunt for them sealed, but sooner or later you actually have to unshrink wrap these because I'm not sure if you can tell, but the box is actually kind of caving in a little bit because the plastic just keeps squishing it. And it will actually hurt the box eventually. So in most cases you do have to unshrink wrap the game. So this is the CD-ROM version. So I've had that for a while, and it's not like I hunt out the sealed ones. It's just often, I mean, if they're for the same price, I'll buy it. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever's available. I have no problems breaking the seal on a game. Also super rare or something, but these games were mass-produced like crazy, so. Disc 2. Copy that floppy. We're gonna copy it. Disc 3. So far, so good. But any luck, it will be Disc 5 that fails. The game seems to be in what I would consider shelfware. It's got a little, see a little black missing here and things like that. So nothing bad. I've certainly seen a lot worse on boxes. I found a collection at a Goodwill a long time ago, and it clearly came from, you know, a very musty basement someone had just traded in or something. And several of the games smelled really bad, and I had to have them sit. I used like dryer sheets. I had them sit in containers with absorbing stuff. Like kitty litter is actually pretty good about absorbing smells. So you can actually put games kind of like layered in a container, then with like kitty litter underneath and stuff, and it'll actually absorb a lot. Dryer sheets in the box. One of the boxes of the games had like literal like black mold in it, so like whoop, I'd love to keep the box, but that was unsalvageable. A lot of the ones just bore fine eventually, and it's just time in a dry environment is needed to running pretty quick, so is needed to dry them out properly. There's no real shortcut to it, especially if it smells really musty. just, I mean, it's paper. A lot of these things are paper, and it's unfortunate that that side of collecting, like, a game cart for a game console can last a long time if maintained properly and stored properly. These game boxes are paper, especially floppies, right? These magnetic storage mediums are going to degrade over time. CDs will have problems with CD rot. A well-made CD probably won't have that much of a problem. It'll last a long time. In theory, I think a CD can last a long time, but a lot of the ones were just used with cheaper materials, and they weren't intended to be kept for a decade. So there's that fact that things like this will the physical media will eventually die out unless very well cared for. It's kind of inevitable. But which is why I like collecting for it too. I'm not hunting as much. It's hard to justify the prices on a lot of these things. That's the problem when it comes down to it. You look like Duke Nukem 3D. I don't have a box for it. Love to have it. You're in at a minimum $60 for a decent copy, and it just goes up from there the better condition it is. A mint condition one is probably well over $100, and I don't know. It's you consider like, well, that's what people paid for it originally, and you know it's a milestone game and all that stuff. But I can never get over that hump of paying that money at the time. But then every time I see it, I might, I could buy 2-3 games for the same price. It's hard to justify those insane prices. And then retro collecting has gone through the roof too, of course, for the last few years, making it just worse and worse as you go along. So far so good on all the floppies. I'm a little amazed actually. It's funny because I'm just thinking like, oh, you have to have the skin or whatever. Nope, not with the floppies. You're copying and installing, and that was it. You don't have to, have a check-in or anything. Starting descent. I'm gonna configure it too. Ooh, Interplay registration card. Wait, we know these registration cards are a pain, but are extremely important to everyone at Interplay. Please take a few moments to fill out the information inside this card and drop it in the mail. Special discounts. Faster improved access to Interplay's technical support group. Better quality games, since we'll know what you want to see. Notification of upcoming titles and special offers. Oh boy, this is fun to read, because you gotta fill out a little registration card on magazines I read regularly, right? Byte, Compute, CD-ROM Multimedia, CD-ROM Today, Computer Games Reviews. A lot of these aren't around anymore. EGM, Electronic Games, InfoWorld, Mac Home Journal, Mac User, Nintendo Power. Oh man. Easy World, I think that's still around. Yeah, so far all the floppies worked, all 5 floppies. As when I bought this here a few days ago on eBay, it's pretty much the easiest place to find these box games. It looked to be in good condition, so yeah, they all worked. So it looked like it had been stored. You can kind of tell. Again, it looked like it was shelfware. It didn't look like anything special. Like, you can see the boxes in pretty decent condition. I have some that are really, really bad. And then, of course, you have ones that are like mint. Like this one is not even has the seal broken yet. It looks reflecting and everything, but I try and buy ones that look, because it's easy to, like, you find a game like, holy cow, there's the game I wanted, and you just impulse buy it and realize, like, ooh, from that angle, it looks like this been crushed, I use an online service, such as Prodigy, CompuServe, Internet is a separate one, Apple Link, Genie, America Online, eWorld, or other. It was funny, because I did fill out a couple of registrations for some of the games I bought in the 90s. And I had a lot of box games. Like, I have more now, but I had quite a bit as a kid. It's like I funneled all the money I got into box games for a long time there in the 90s. But I always had, like, the little card you fill out on how many games you had, and I always felt silly filling out so many there, but... Sound card, none. Pro Audio Spectrum, past 16. I don't know what that is. Sound Blaster, AdLib, Sound Blaster Pro, Roland. Hard disk, 20 meg, 40 meg, 80 meg, 120 meg, over 120 meg. Whew. The big bucks guy. CD-ROM drives, yes, no. Single speed, double speed, triple speed, faster. Do you have a modem? Yes, no. Do you have Windows? Yes, no. Not a guarantee at this time. You have a mouse, you have a joystick. Where product was purchased. Computer retail store, department store, bookstore. Oh yeah, bookstores used to sell that stuff. I did buy a few games from bookstores. Installation complete. Command & Conquer probably has the best installation process of any old school game. The remaster that was released recently, I mentioned it before, I highly recommend it. Riffs on that, and they go through a upgrade process. Like, it goes through the exact same like installation, and then they like, you know, upgrade into 4K, and they kind of do a thing of it, and it's really cool. I have no more room for all these boxes now. There we go. Alright, let's see if autotech will work. Warning, warning! That's the one.
7, 7, 7.
I don't know what channels it were, but it's fine. Try it again.
7, 7, 7.
Yeah, whatever. Test music. Ah, yes. The classic OPL 3. So the Soundmaster, this is a genuine Soundmaster 16 card. Like, not a value, not a special, just a standard Soundmaster 16 card in this machine. I feel it gives it the best compatibility. So that's it. Descent. This game is a blast in multiplayer. If you're not spatially aware, you're pretty much gonna hurl playing this game. Enough memory, yeah. Worked pretty hard to get in this machine, just enough stuff to get most of the games running on this thing. So, OPL then being the sound chip for MIDI. OPL 3 is kind of the classic one that is on the Soundmaster card. Keyboard only. I don't play with no joystick. Did I ever actually play this game for real? I know I played the software, or the the shareware version many times. Yeah, it's like a mining facility. You're gonna have to fly in. You're the only one who can save the day. Got it. Class 1 drone. Class 2 drone. Medium lifter. Small Hulk. Medium Hulk. Spider. Okay, got it. Standard emergency exit. Got it. It's a lot of backstory. That's a cool game. I see how well it runs, because this is a game I probably plan to Pentium. Ideally. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna have to check some settings here. I mean, it's playable, but nope. Let's see. Options menu, F2. Detail level. Medium. Let's try that. It's better, but, you know, this is probably what you'd play back in the day. I mean, what do we call, you know, smooth. This is where I feel like, again, a Pentium machine gives you, there we go. A Pentium machine gives you really good DOS performance. A Pentium, again, Pentium 100 or over, I think gives you better bang for your buck as far as like playing DOS games. Put a Soundmaster card in there, you know, 1 or 2 meg video card, have a blast. No pun intended shooting blasters here, but you know, that's come back to me just by muscle memory here. I was fairly okay playing this game. Spatial, I say I'm dying, but I was playing against my friend in LAN, and they had a hard time keeping up with me as far as like being able to maneuver in the space where I'm using just a keyboard. It just gives you the most bang for your buck in being able to play a lot of these like more hardcore 3D games very smoothly. A P1 like 120, 166, 200 can play a lot of these games very well. And you're not gonna... The way I feel is like if you're gonna play those speed-sensitive games from early DOS, then a 486 like this is not going to do so well anyway. You're going to need an older machine. Or you can disable cache on a lot of the machines too to get them to slow down. So for me, having a smooth experience in all these titles, and I guarantee you a P166 or 200 runs this game extremely well. Not too fast, just right. So it's worth having a Pentium machine, I think, for DOS. For sure. I like it's nostalgic and it's cool to have 46 like this, but it's not quite as useful as... I don't remember where the heck I'm going now. I got some of the hostages, so... So now we have to turn down the detail quite a bit to make this run smoothly. And we're struggling with stuff in this... multiple things in the room here. Can't hit the missiles, come on. Yeah, I remember playing... Yep, on floppy disks, and it works. Letting the missiles rain now. The blue orbs give you shield, and then the yellow orbs give you health, so... Got the red key card. Again, this is the 90s, so we need key cards. Clearly the floppies work just fine, so that's pretty cool. Again, I'm not expecting that, buying a floppy version. Because again, the floppies are less likely to survive than the CD. I think it's a pretty fair statement in general. Oh, I'm out of concussion missiles. Blast this guy. Blast him! But then we're rewarded with the Vulcan minigun. I thought that was so cool. Vulcan cannon. Easy to get disoriented in this game. And then especially look at the map and it's just... Oh boy. You know. Well, I said I always had a fairly good time, so I think we're gonna finish up this stage and then probably call it, because... Oh boy, yeah, no more Ultima for a while, I think. I'll take a break from that. Oh yeah, the Vulcan gun. Gotta target something and it dies. Not that much ammo, unfortunately. Ooh, what's this place? Super secrets. It's fun in Descent is de-silver. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, is when the color layer or the silver layer kind of bleeds out or just stop being reflective, because it doesn't CDs, and I can't remember exactly, but CDs rely on that reflection, right, to go through the layer and then not go all the way through. Because if the laser goes all the way through, then it's not reading the data, right? So assume that's what's breaking there. Your energy's maxed out. Well, good. It's fun too. I'm getting used to it already, but it's like you play a game today and it's like this frame rate, you're probably considered near unplayable, or at least, you know, you expect smoothness today. But this was absolutely acceptable to play back in the day, I think. I'll probably play many games that had this level of choppiness, because I mean, my first real computer was a 46. I'm just using the keyboard. I'm using the numpads. So I'm using basically the 8.5. I'm going to do this. Might be easier to show, but so turning this left and what is that? 4 and 6, and then you can use alt modifiers. You can also use plus and minus to raise and go down with your ship. And then you can use 9 and 7 to rotate your ship. And it's weird that I played this way when I was a kid. You can hold Alt as well to go up and down. And it stuck with me. It's like almost like a WSD thing that never... still... Oh, I think I'm ramming someone. Get him away. Oh boy. And then use A and Z to move. Boy, it's running really slow now. The reactor will keep firing at you, so you gotta get out of the way for that. Okay, now I think we can play. So yeah, so they go transparent, yeah, and that then basically just makes it unreadable. So it's, you know, no media is gonna last forever, right? So fortunately, you know, we have the option today to replace a lot of that media with either, you know, disk emulators and stuff like that. And I know a big thing lately with disk-based systems, with like PlayStations and Saturns, they have what they call ODEs, or optical disc emulators. They basically replace the whole drive mechanism, and you put in the thing that then emulates the entire drive. Through SD card, you can then read the ROMs or the ISOs for the CDs, and that is, you know, transparent to the console. It doesn't know anything different. So just that part. And of course, we have had, you know, ISO what's it called? I mean, I'm thinking Power ISO now, but Daemon tools forever. You know, that works on Windows 98 even to mount ISO images. So we have that flexibility, of course. But all the physical media eventually die. Some have lasted longer than others. But there's so many cool options now. I'm thinking of like hard drives failing. That's inevitable, right? That you can use compact flash or SD card. That I put that in the AST 166 I built recently, or refurbished recently. Recently, it's probably last year now. And I used a SD card solution in that thing, and it runs great. And at worst, if that SD card fails, I'll just put another one in, and it's going to cost me like $10, you know. Versus a hard drive, all the spinning disks will eventually fail. And especially that particular machine came with 3 hard drives, because it was a business machine used for storing stuff, and they all failed almost immediately as soon as I got it and booted it up. Just grinding noise and clicking, and they were dead. You know, we have sitting right here, because I'm using this for my Mister. That's cheap external drive, because you have these laying around, and it doesn't matter if this breaks. But SATA drives are a little newer, and they're gonna, you know, probably stay for a little bit longer. But hard drives will eventually fail spinning once, and then at least we have good solid state media now. So awesome! I'm glad you found me that way. So I'm actually working on my next video right now. Hoping to crank out some more ones. One I want to work on, and I have parts for it. I want to build a more cohesive like DOS capture machine, because right now I'd like to capture through DVI if I can. So that's watch for upcoming video there. I'm going to try and build more of like an overkill DOS machine, if that makes sense. Based on an AMD processor actually that I happen to have. So hoping to make that one. But that was a nice palate cleanse. Now we got away from Ultima. I can forget that horrible episode, because I'll probably never play that game again. Unless I feel masochistic, I guess. But I am probably going to go ahead and call it here. We'll watch this little cutscene here, get into the game, and then that'll probably be it for tonight. So I appreciate everyone sticking with me as I fumble through Ultima VIII. I have another idea for another game I want to play next week, and probably more of a classic that I know that's going to be easier to play, so more strategy-oriented. So, or unless I change my mind, I seem to decide what game I'm going to play like on the day. So, anyway, I am going to quit out of this here now. Yes, a board game. Love Descent. I never finished it, because that's how I play. For demo? Ooh. Prepare for Descent. Auto demo. I haven't yet, but it'd be cool to do that. Oh boy. I assume you'd have to, with, like, playing retro games. I know there's some, like, Hamachi Network and stuff like that, as far as, like, playing on actual old stuff. That one I like to stream sometime, too. I do have the V-Box for that, too. But no, different game. You'll have to wait in the suspense for next week. Only if you like and subscribe. No, don't worry about it. I do post on Twitter quite a bit, but I try and keep updates there since I can't really post anything to the channel yet. I need more subscribers for that. So, and I've just started live streaming, so I'm open to any ideas that you guys want to see. I just think it's fun to go through games that I never played, or ones that I fondly remember. That's kind of what I'll hop in between games that I want to try out, because I have a lot of games behind me that I just haven't played yet, or games that I want to revisit, you know? Like, if I play StarCraft, I played through that game when it came out. So that would be more nostalgia thing, versus them playing... I don't think I played through Warcraft 1. I played the demo for it, but I certainly never had it when it came out. I just played a demo. So I never played through this, so it's really cool to revisit it, but it wouldn't be the nostalgia thing for me on the same level, so... Boy, the game's still struggling with that demo there. We're going to go ahead and quit out of there. Do not distribute. This is a commercial product. That's right. I did buy it. Thank you very much. So, anyway, what I'm working on right now for a video is the second part of the shuttle video, which I'm messing around with that right now, hoping to have it out here pretty soon. I want to get back and make more videos because it's fun, and finding more subscribers that way too, and more people to hang out with here. So I really appreciate you guys doing this. But yeah, I think I have to call it there. Otherwise, I'll just talk all night again. Yeah, that's kind of the thing I do too, as far as like playing retro games that I missed out on. The Mister has opened up that dramatically because now I can do all the 16-bit consoles and Sega CD consoles from that era too, because there's so many games there that I didn't get a chance to experience not growing up in America. Sorry, Mega Drive games, as they were called in Europe, which is how I bought a lot of the big box games too. Games that I wanted to play but never got a chance to. I don't think of some off the top of my head now, but anyway, there's going to be plenty of those, so I better call it before I go too far, and then I'll regret it later, since sleep apparently is good, except for you, Ted. You're a machine. I don't know how you stay up that late, but I appreciate you hanging out again, so... anyway, thanks so much for joining tonight, guys. Appreciate it again, and I'll see you hopefully next Thursday. So, take care. Good night.